Hello, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your February 2020 ASMR Tarot Forecast. This month, I will be using the Cosmic Tarot. Love the illustrations. And then I also have this aromatherapy spray. It's called Stream of Success. And it has cedarwood and red mandarin essential oils. And then I also have my campfire candle. And the sounds that it makes. Alright, Gemini. What are you anticipating this month? What are you anticipating for February of 2020? I know that your yearly overview was very exciting. I remember Gemini having a very exciting yearly 2020 overview. Almost to the point that it ruined the ASMR effect. Okay. All right. So lay them out towards you, facing you, and I'll hold them up so you can see. All right. So, current state of affairs. We have the Queen of Swords in the upright, and we have Strength. Now, Strength is the Leo card, but in this particular case, I'm sure it just means you being true to yourself, which I would assume is the Queen of Swords. Swords is air signs. And the Queen of Swords is someone who keeps their words in check. Someone who uses their language very specifically and doesn't necessarily give everything away. All right. we have in the past the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles could be Earth sign, but it could also be about a time in the past when you were able to support yourself comfortably. And here in the current state of affairs, we have the Eight of Pentacles and it's reversed. So I sense job dissatisfaction, or possibly that a job that currently is working quite well for you in the future may not continue to do so. And then we have in the future the Star. The Star is Aquarius's card, fellow air sign. Upright, it often speaks to coming into your success and having everything kind of like, you becoming the star of the show. And in the future here, I think that it's reversed because this will not be occurring in the month of February. This is, again, a somewhat time-specific reading. And so some of these things, as they pertain to February, will start developing, but will not come to fruition quite yet. And again, in the Gold or Destiny position, we have the Two of Cups, and that is reversed. So I think it's entirely possible that these are things that will be coming into your life in the future. But it's also possible that the Two of Cups on its own, if you are in a relationship and it's not very stable, this might be something that comes into question in the month of February. Now we have your position in the world. Justice. So this could be all of these things just kind of coming together at this time in some kind of way. So justice being in the upright will be justice in your favor. And here we have the card of how the world interacts with you. We have the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. So while things may not be totally perfect right now, although I don't really see anything that bad, there's really nothing here that's very negative, but we do have, the wish fulfillment card coming in, justice coming in. Hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. Now, on this card, this guy is laid out almost like a ritual sacrifice. And the Five of Swords in the Rider-Waite deck has one soldier in the foreground collecting swords, and then two soldiers who have cast down their weapons and are walking away in defeat. So it is a card about victory, but it's a card about victory at the expense of your interpersonal relationships. So I think that there is a hope there that you will be victorious, but a fear of losing those relationships with other people. So we have the Ace of Swords, and it's in the reverse. Ace of Swords is one of those cards in the deck, like the Tower card or the Death card, that are a harbinger of change and drastic change, and change that you are making in your life. Now, I feel like a lot of the events this month are going to be leading up to this change, and I do think it will be a positive change. But I think that because the Star card and the Ace of Swords are in the reverse, that probably these things will not be coming to pass in February, that it will take a little extra time to develop. All right, so that is the Cosmic Tarot portion of the reading, but I also wanted to bring this deck back into circulation just for a month. My husband encouraged me to pull this one out, and it is the Fantod pack, which is an Edward Gorey illustrated deck. And the illustrations are a lot of fun, and the interpretations are very dire, so I don't see anything that dire occurring for you this month, but it is a lot of fun to pretend. And who knows, maybe you will have a accident in a restaurant. But, you know, Edward Gorey is like very over the top and kind of goofy and spooky. And so we have on the bottom of the deck the Flayed Man, of course. It's making me whole again. There's nothing I love more than a man without skin. All right. I'll just deal 3 of these cards and see where the mood takes us. All right. First of all, we have the bottle. Oh, Taurus got this one too. It's got like a little froggy in the bottom. December, melancholia, itching, unfortunate publicity, disregarded warning, irregularity, an accident on a bicycle, loss of feeling, flukes, vexation, intrigue, abandonment, and frustrated hopes. Oh, let's see what we've got next. The effigy. He's got some very spooky symbols on his frock. I can only imagine how much scarier that would be in real life. August. A sexual problem. Assailed honor. Unpleasant secrets and amnesia. Broken hopes. A misalliance. Rashness. Yaws. Clouded mentality. Abrasions. Financial losses, or an accident in a stadium. Beware the stadium. All right, This is our final very spooky card of this reading, and it is the Blue Dog. October, loss of one of the senses. Weltschmerz, a natural vice. Disorders of the knee, diseases of the tongue, disturbances, miscarriage of a child, an accident in a garage, dementia, fraud, a quarrel, or wispiness. I'll show you this guy again. He's pretty spooky, actually. Has long arms. Ooh. Well, that's your reading for this month of February. Really appreciate you joining me, and I will see you again soon for the March 2020 forecasts.